if there was a possible way to dilute yourself into such a form of thought that is so shallow within itself that you honestly can't even form a sentence of anything, it leaves the people around you, as well as possibly yourself, if you're introspective enough, at a loss. At a loss, I could say. It leaves people with such it number one, a craving for whatever it is you have to share, whatever it is you are thinking, whatever it is that is unsaid, unheard of within you. It leaves such a hole in your soul. You know what I mean? That's me being corny right there. But number two, it leaves people just in awe, questioning what is it like? How is this person such a person with such little to say, such things that are so trivial that it doesn't even seem human to a certain point. And number three, how is it that this person has gotten this far into life without even being able or even hearing a well-formed sentence, a statement, any form of opinion that isn't based in propaganda or actual research that has been done into the topic. I speak these things because I see this on the daily, and right now I can't help but notice that I look like a fat chef in this shirt. So I will probably, I look like a chef, yeah, a fat chef. So I will actually take this off right there. How about that? Now, in order to be well heard, I believe you need to be well spoken. That is something so plainly said that I think it's very easy to understand what I'm saying, and I think it can go as basic knowledge. But we have so many people running around thinking they're saying more than they actually are. I feel myself forming sentences that in my own perception is seen as deep with thought and something that can be thought of or thought expanded on. But even I see it in myself that, man, you didn't even say anything. The actual substance of what you're saying is little to none. You know, I feel such an introspection that I don't even think I'm emotionally intelligent. I feel I'm just emotionally aware of myself. Which, I don't know. It's a hard game to play being alive. It is. And I guess you could bring that back. Bring that back. Just backtracing the entire time is what I do in conversation because I can't help but just think on it. Think on it. Think on it. Try almost like it's a question to get through. And you need to answer it, you know? But going back, since it's such a hard game, since it is such a hard game to play, why talk about these people who can't talk? Because what I'm doing right now is talking. What I'm doing right now is expressing. You're left with no form of expression. You're not human. I don't see you as human. You're seen as nothing but a template, a palette. Nothing else but a corpse with life. A corpse with life. I see a lack of, we could say like a mass level of depression, a lack of drive with every person. It seems like everybody's just trying to just get by and not be human. Or they could be human to the people that are meaningful in their lives, but I just don't see how you could hold everybody to such an arm's length, such a length without having human interaction in between that, you know? I feel a lot of people are very family orientated, but family orientated to where it's mentally ill, to where it's like nobody is to be trusted. Nobody is to be seen in such a light of kindness, such a light of human. It's disgusting. If I want to be offensive, it's disgusting. But it is also kind of sad, a little morbid, if you were to think that if I were to be attacked out on the street, would anybody save me? I heard a person of color, one of my family members, I heard a person of color tell me that it always has to do about color. If you get attacked on the street, more than likely a person of color will be the one to help you. I don't see that as true, and I don't want to believe it. I don't think. I think we're all human, and where I'm based, it's mainly people of color. So how can we be so sure when that's me speaking internally? I don't want to pocket this into, oh, this is my own personal experience. I want to speak on a broader sense, try and get a discussion out of this. But I just don't understand how people can hold such biased views when they're aware themselves that not everybody is the same. I don't get it. Let me look up the definition of marginalized. Marginalized. Ooh, can't even type. Marginalized. Of a person, group, or concept treated as insignificant or peripheral. I feel that with the human race. I feel we marginalize everybody alive. I have seen bits of compassion. I have. It's been beautiful. But at such a ratio that it leaves me with like little hope. I wouldn't say no hope, but little hope. And I can't help but start to talk and get in this cycle of just pessimism. I can't help but do that, man. I think this is where I'm at right now in my life. It feels so horrible. I'm about to be 21 years old. All I can be is pessimistic. I have no idea what that's going to entail when I am an old man, a man in my 50s, a man in my 60s. If I live that long, to be honest, I'm crazy. I'm crazy, guys. Relax. But it leaves with such a quench or such a thirst that I don't feel ever will be quenched. I'm unsure if human interaction is even the answer to this thirst that I have, that I feel human interaction will quench. And a lot of the times, human interaction leaves that thirst even more greater. It feels an unquenching. It feels drying. It feels like a drying of this quench. More thirsty, even more. It feels so. Let me look up the word subsequent. Coming after something in time, following. It feels subsequent to the thirst. Like, well, of course it is, obviously, but what I am trying to interpret is that it feels to such a degree of following that it feels like nothing will ever satisfy the as I said, but it feels to such a point that I don't think any relationship or human interaction will bring me to this level of I'm happy, I'm good. I love the interactions I've had and the people I've come to meet. I hope you guys like my hair. I'm going for kind of like a Einstein kind of look. If I grow my hair out a little more, I think that would be kind of cool. Um, if there was a possible road to redemption that I could take, I don't even know if it would be worth it. And ask yourself, is it worth going through a road of redemption for the people that you've met in your life currently, that you've come to meet and know? And put this through the ringer. Think about it in trials, in states you've been in reality, in as a judge. Excuse me. Think about this in such a way like an equation, the way I was trying to figure out whatever it is I was talking about, what I was saying. Think about it like that. How you come back to it, keep on going, come back to it, expand the thought extensively. Think about it. Is it worth it? In my own life, in my own experience, no. I don't feel anybody is worth any form of redemption, let alone a road. And that's because there's the already predispositioned family role that your family has. And that has been squandered, squashed. Nothing but disrespect to the family and from the family. I don't know. But on a regular level, like a friendly level, a regular human interaction level, maybe, but it's been little. It's been none. I don't know you well enough, or you haven't shown enough. That makes me sound greedy, but I'm present. I try to be. I don't think people try to be present with a person. Small talk litters communication in its entirety. So I feel I hear the entire time a reaction to something is, I think that counts as small talk. You're not saying anything really. You didn't say anything worthwhile. I guess. But that's every time I see you. It could go on and on and on and on and on. On a friend level, I don't know. What are friends, dude? Friends are people you share humor with, and I guess you can count on, but I don't know. Maybe I have trust issues with the human race within human interaction. I've been let down far too long, for far too long. I just feel I'm treated so inhumanely. Not to the point of violence. Well, just inhumanely. Just inhumanely. How they say outcasted, how they say demeaned. It diminishes my soul. And I didn't want to speak like this, but it just happens to get personal. Don't make it personal, you know. Yeah, I figured I'd talk. I talked for about 15 minutes, which is kind of insane. Um I'm unsure what I'll call this. I'll probably call this um A conversation with me. I'll leave it at 15 minutes. Good day to you. Good night to you. I will not go to bed this pessimistic and depressed. But good night to you.